everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline and I make new videos every week, a whole variety of things, lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of fun stuff, and I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And today I have kind of part 2 of things I no longer buy. I already made one about all the beauty things that I don't spend my money on anymore for one reason or another. So if you're curious about that, I will leave it up in the corner and down below. But basically these are all things that I'm gonna do lifestyle now, sorry. These are all things that just throughout my life, we don't spend money on anymore. They don't seem necessary for one reason or another. And if these are things that you still use and love to use, don't be offended. These are just things that I don't use anymore. And there's probably things that I still use that you don't use. But these are just things that, you know, I don't spend my money on anymore. Actually, there's a couple things on here that I actually spend more money on, but it'll make sense in a second. So I'm just gonna dive right in to things I don't buy for lifestyle purposes. And so the first ones are wipes, like wipes for like your counters and stuff, like Clorox wipes and stuff. We just don't buy them anymore. For me, it just kind of seemed like a big waste of paper product. And it just didn't make sense for us anymore. So now I buy disinfectant spray and we just use microfiber cloths on all of our counters, and it's just so much easier. I throw them in the wash when I'm done. I don't feel like I'm wasting a whole bunch of wipes and have this huge pile of waste when I'm done with it. All I have is a big bottle of disinfectant spray, and actually I'm starting to move away from that as well and get into like glass bottles with like concentrates and stuff, and they've been working really, really well for me. And I just do not buy like Clorox wipes or wipes for disinfecting anymore. It just isn't something I like to spend my money on. It just seems wasteful to me. So it's definitely something I have stopped using. The next thing I've stopped buying is cheap shoes. So I remember when I was in college, I used to go, I know Payless isn't around anymore, is it? I don't know. But I used to go like Payless and buy really cheap shoes, and they would give me blisters and they'd hurt my feet, and they'd only last for like one season and have to throw them away and get rid of them. And it just made no sense to me anymore. I'd rather spend a little bit more money, or you know, a lot of bit more money, and have shoes for a longer time. They're gonna be more comfortable. They're gonna last longer. And if you are picky about what you buy, you're gonna buy classic styles. So like I buy very classic like sandals and boots in basic colors that I'm gonna be able to wear season after season. And if I buy more expensive, well-made shoes, they're gonna last me longer. I'm not gonna have to buy new pairs constantly every season. And of course it's fun to get, you know, new shoes and new styles and be on trend. But if you buy those basics, you know, you're gonna wear all the time, it's just gonna last you a longer time. And honestly, if you're really honest with yourself, you probably wear the same pairs of shoes over and over and over again, season after season. So I just find that if I don't buy cheap shoes, I end up saving money in the long run, because I don't have to keep buying them over and over and over again when they do end up falling apart and not being useful anymore. I think the only exception to that is I do buy sandals from Target every now and then, but Target sandals are super well made. Yeah, they're on the inexpensive side, but they last so long. So, you know, there's always an exception, but for the most part, I don't buy cheap shoes anymore. They're just not worth it to me. On the flip side of that, I don't buy expensive t-shirts anymore, like basic short sleeve t-shirts, or like basic tank tops or anything. I don't buy really expensive ones of those anymore, because I just find that I go through them a little bit quicker. They get holes, they get stains, they just don't last as long. So to buy really expensive t-shirts and like basic tank tops and stuff like that just doesn't make sense in my life anymore. I'd end up having to throw them away anyway, and then I just wasted all that money. And so I just find that like Target makes great basic tank tops and tees, and they're only like $8, and it's just an awesome, awesome deal. And for a basic tee like that, that's for me, that's the way to go. I don't need to spend 30 or 40 bucks on a t-shirt that, like I said, is going to get stained. It's going to get holes. Especially like white t-shirts and white tank tops, you're going to go through them a little bit quicker unless you're bleaching them constantly. And even then, they could turn yellow and all that stuff. And I just think buying expensive t-shirts just doesn't make sense for me anymore. So I just don't do it. Something else, again, on the cheap version, I don't buy cheap jewelry anymore. If I'm honest with myself, I don't change my jewelry that often. I have a jewelry box in my office and I change my jewelry every once in a while. I might put on new earrings or a new necklace depending on where we're going, or if, we're going to a big event or something. I might change it then, but in all honesty, I wear the same pieces of jewelry all the time. I have my birthstone earrings from Tiffany's in. I have a couple necklaces from big events in my life. All the girls on my dad's side of the family, when we turn 16, we all get this is actually my initials, the J. I know some people think it's like anyway, it doesn't matter. We all get our initials. And then when I graduated college, my mom got me this necklace because it's Drexel colors, it's blue and gold. And then obviously I wear my wedding ring. And then I have a couple bracelets from like when I turned 21. I got a really nice bracelet, stuff like that. Like I wear the same really nice jewelry constantly all the time. It's kind of my go-to. It's easy. They're classic. They look really nice. And I just find myself not wearing any of my other jewelry except my nicer pieces. So for me, buying cheap kind of trendy jewelry just doesn't make sense because I don't wear it. I don't put it on. I don't reach for it. And I've gotten rid of so much of my jewelry in the past couple of years. It's crazy because I don't wear it. It's just not something I think about on a daily basis. I don't change it that often. And like I said, when I do, I tend to go for like my nicer stuff or things I've had for a long time that I love and know the look of. Every now and then I will buy a cheaper piece of jewelry if I'm looking for a very specific thing that I probably will only wear once. Like I was in a wedding and I wanted a specific type of necklace for my bridesmaid's dress. That was a different story, there's always an exception, but for the most part, I don't buy cheap jewelry anymore. It's just not who I am. It's not what I like, and I just don't change my jewelry enough to justify it. This might be a really random one, but something else I don't buy anymore is like cards, like birthday cards or Valentine's Day cards or anything like that. I just don't buy them anymore. I know personally this might sound bad, but when I get a birthday card or, any of those kind of things, I throw it away fairly quickly. I don't keep them. They're kind of a waste of space. They're expensive. They're kind of a waste of paper too, to be honest. And I just don't see the point in sending or giving cards. I'd rather make a phone call or text someone or have a video conference or something to wish them a happy birthday or Valentine's Day or whatever the occasion is for getting a card. I'd rather do like something personal like that. I have a few cards I've like saved from other people up there, like really cute ones or really funny ones or something. But in general, I just don't buy cards and I don't send them. They just, like I said, I just think they're kind of a waste of money. I'd rather video conference or like FaceTime or physically go see the person or call them, something like that. I'd rather do those things than send a card, or I'd send a gift or something they can actually use, as opposed to a card that they're probably going to open up, read once, unless they like really, really love it, they're going to throw away. Let's be honest. How many of us actually keep all of the cards that we get? We don't. So why do you think that if you send one, someone else is going to keep it too? You know what I mean? So I just don't do it anymore. And it just seems like a waste to me. The next thing is cheap furniture. So me and Matt are actually going through this phase now. Obviously, when we were all in college and stuff, IKEA was super easy to buy furniture. If it got ruined, it didn't really matter. It was easy to put together, all that stuff. But as me and Matt have gotten older and, moved from house to house and have been married longer, we have decided we don't want to buy cheap furniture anymore. We want to kind of slowly get really nice pieces of furniture that are going to last us a lot longer. So we just got like a nicer couch. We want to eventually get a nicer bed frame for our bedroom, just stuff like that, just slowly building up nicer pieces of furniture so we have a really nice collection of furniture that's solid, that for when we move from house to house, it's going to be able to go with us and look great everywhere and withstand all that stuff. I think cheap furniture at IKEA does have a place, and obviously we still have a bunch of it in our house now. My desk is from IKEA, this couch is from IKEA, and we have things from IKEA, but and I'm not just saying IKEA is the only place you get cheap furniture. There's other places you can get cheap furniture, but it's just the first one that comes to my mind. But just in general, we want to start buying nicer pieces of furniture, nicer pillows, nicer bedspreads, and all that stuff. Just, just to give us a little bit more of like, I don't know how to explain it, like a homey feel, and stuff that we truly, truly love. Like if we're going to spend, we'll probably spend a little bit more money on it, but we'll keep it for longer. And they're going to be pieces that we truly, truly love and that we love having in our home and around us. And so that's just how we're looking at it. So hopefully we won't have to go to IKEA or Wayfair or whatever to buy furniture. And yeah, I don't want to buy cheap furniture anymore. It's also, again, a waste. You're going to end up throwing it away because let's be honest, if you try to move IKEA furniture, most of the time it ends up breaking and you're going to get rid of it anyway. Wouldn't you rather spend a little bit more money and keep it for longer and not have it break? I would. All right, and so the very last one, again, I think I had something similar to this in my beauty one, but I'm not going to spend money on clothes for like an idea. Okay, so like say I see a bathing suit cover up. I'm like, oh my God, that'd be perfect if I went on the vacation. I had this perfect bathing suit. No, because chances are that's not going to happen. And honestly, like I go on vacation, I end up wearing the same 2 bathing suits and the same cover up. Like it's never going to be that perfect situation that you're going to wear it on. And I just like clothes for like an idea. Like if I love something, I know I'm going to get used to that and wear out of it in my daily life, as well as like if I take it on vacation or something, then yeah, it's a great investment. But if I'm only going to wear it on my like idea vacation in my mind and I have this like specific thing going on, then it's probably not like a good piece for me to invest in and to spend my money on. Even if like I have that vacation and and it's like actually coming up and I know I'm going on that vacation, it's the same idea. Like if I know I'm going to the beach, but I'm only going to wear that piece of clothing on that one occasion, then it's kind of like, why would I spend my money on that? I'd rather buy something that I can wear more in my life. So I just try not to spend money on clothes for like an idea or an ideal or like some way I see myself in the future, or you know what I mean, like some idea like, oh, I'm gonna like be super stylish and do all, like just be who you are and do what you love, and it's not that big of a deal. So I try not to buy clothes for like an ideal. Hopefully that makes sense. I know that one's kind of like out there and a little bit like fuzzy, but yeah, I try not to buy clothes for an ideal. Same with like clothes that are on sale for an idea. I'm like, oh, well, it's only like $10. I could wear it for this. Just because it's only $10 and you could possibly wear it for one thing doesn't mean you have to spend your money on it. If you're going to use it a lot and it's a great deal, okay, yeah. But kind of the same idea, like if it's on sale, that doesn't mean you have to buy it. So yeah. So those are all the things that I no longer buy in like the lifestyle category. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If there's something in your like lifestyle arena that you no longer buy, please let me know what it is. I'm super curious. So leave me a comment down below. Subscribe if you want to join our little adventure family here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I will see you in my next adventure. Bye.